This video is for artists who will be conducting a demonstration at the Florida Watercolor Society convention. It's designed to help you prepare for that demonstration. We will explain the new audio-video system and how it works, what you can expect when you arrive at the event and you're ready to do your demo, how to run the system during your demo, what you can do to make your demo successful, and last, a preparation checklist for you to prepare your demo. When we designed the new audio-video system, there were 4 things that we wanted to consider when we were making that design. First off, safety is first. We wanted to assure that our artists and the participants were safe from equipment and malfunctions and tripping on cables and things that might fall. Second, we want our participants who were physically present so they could clearly see and hear the demo artist. This wasn't so with the mirror system because not everyone had a really clear picture or view of the demonstration. And third, we wanted to produce a high quality recording of the demo for playback in a MP4 format. And last, we wanted it to be easy to pack up, store the equipment when it wasn't being used. So how it works is like this. A heavy-duty truss is used and it's raised 12 feet above the artist. All the equipment is mounted on it. This is a very heavy-duty truss and very stable, and we have cables that will attach to anything that possibly could fall to assure that it does not fall. And there are no wires on the floor to trip over except the power cord and one of the audio-video output feeds. There will be 2 65-inch high-definition TV monitors that will be above the artist mounted on this truss. They're very clear, bright, and the room does not have to be darkened for people to see very clearly what's being shown by the artist. An LED diffused light is placed above the artwork or the art area, the painting area. This LED light can be adjusted for intensity, and it also could be adjusted for the Kelvin temperature, so it matches kind of what the artist wants it to look like. A remote control is used by the artist to control the light. A TV monitor is mounted on the right side that the participants can't see it, but it's just for the artists so they can see clearly what it is the participants are seeing. There are 2 HD video cameras. One is directly above, or actually behind the artist, looks over the artist's right shoulder. And the second one is out front, which shows the entire view of the front of the artist and the table. There is a control that the artist can use to control what video is being fed through the monitors. This is called an RG blink video switch, and it controls one of 4 audio video feeds. One feed comes from camera 1, which is focused on the artist, as I mentioned, in the front. The second feed is from a camera that is looking down on the art. The third feed is an HDMI output from the artist's computer. If the artist wants to show some paintings or graphics or other things that they think would be helpful in the demonstration, this feeds directly into the switcher. And the fourth, there is a fourth feed that we're not using right now, but it could be for another computer or a different type of feed. There will be a wireless lapel microphone that will pick up the artist's voice. We will record what the audience sees and hears with a computer in an MP4 format. So, as an artist, what can you expect at the event? First off, Florida Watercolor Society moderator will introduce you to the audience, and that moderator will be there for the entire demonstration. And at the last 10 minutes of the session, that moderator will help facilitate, if needed, a Q&A session. All the equipment and table will be set up and ready for you. Camera 1 will display a space on the table, and that space on the table is 29 inches high by 59 inches wide. The size of what the camera displays is adjustable with the remote control. Florida Watercolor Society video technician will do a test of the equipment with you and make any adjustments that you might need before the event starts. We will test each camera, test the lapel microphone, and show you how to use the video switcher, the remote for the LED light, and show you how to use the remote for the zooming of the camera. So how do you control the system? It's controlled by the RG-Link Switcher Mini. And I put a image of that switcher on the screen. It's on the right side here. And on the switcher, you'll see a display. It's a very small display, but it's very easy to see if you take a close look at it. I've blown up the image here on the left. And there are 4 different videos that will be displayed there. And these are the feeds that are coming from the cameras and the computer. So the number 1 corresponds to button number 1. The number 1 is the video feed coming from the camera directly above you. That's the camera that's showing the art demonstration area that you have on the table. The number 2 feed, this one here, the number 2 associates with button number 2, and that is the camera that's out in front showing the front of the table and you, pretty much a full shot showing everything in front of the room. And then the 3rd feed is the lower left on the display associated with button number 3. And that would be the computer that's plugged in. So if you brought a computer and plugged it in and you're ready to show PowerPoint or have some images ready that you want to show, you would click number 3. All you do is push that button and it transitions to the image that's being fed from your computer. At this point, you would go over to your computer and begin showing whatever images and talking about the images that are on computer. And when you're done, you go back and click the number 1 button. It takes you back to the demo area on the table. Or you may want to go back and click the number 2, which would be an image of yourself. So you're in full control of what video is being shown, and it's only a button click. So really you only worry about 3 buttons because number 4 isn't being used right now, and that's really that simple. There are some things you can do to make sure your demo will be very successful. First thing you do is let your artist friends know about the convention that's coming up. You can post the convention information on your website, your blog, and even your social media. We have a graphic that you can paste right in there. Let us know if you need that graphic. And send an email to the artist friends. Practice. Number 2 is practice. Practice your demo in your studio. Tape a section that's 59 inches wide by 29 inches high on a table. This is the size of the image that will be shown from the camera. Now you can change this size if it's too large by touching and pushing the buttons on the remote control. So you can zoom in and zoom out with the camera anytime you want. Arrange the painting equipment you want the audience to see in this area. So whatever substrate you're using, watercolor paper, UPO, whatever it is, arrange that with the size that you're using in this 59 by 29 inch area. Put your color palette, any brushes or mixing bowls, reference photo would be handy if you want maybe the audience to be able to look over at the reference photo once in a while. That's really handy for those that are using maybe one reference photo. And arrive at the demo room at least 15 minutes before the scheduled start time. Read the demo suggestion document. If you did not receive one, this was sent out in a Word document. Let us know and we'll get one out to you. Create a file of all the images that you're planning on showing and make sure those images are in sequence you'll be using. Some of the images would include like a reference photo that you may show at the beginning and talk about, a list of paint colors, brushes, you can explain the manufacturer, any information that you want. You could create a graphic for that. You may want to show some painting examples, paintings you've done or paintings you've got permission to show. And by the way, make sure that whatever you show, you have permission to show them. Copyright is a big deal. You can use PowerPoint. That makes this a whole lot easier, or something similar to PowerPoint. If you're savvy with PowerPoint, this is great. Just you can set these up in the sequence you want, and it makes it very easy to show. Now, make sure that your computer has an HDMI output. If it doesn't, let us know so we can make arrangements. If not, you'll probably need to put all of these digital images on a thumb drive and bring it with you. But we should probably talk about that, and we will want to take a look at those before the demo so we're not surprised. So I hope this has been helpful for all of you, and we look forward to seeing you at the demo. And we'll see you 15 minutes before your start time, and thank you.